Hello and welcome to this daily hypnosis session to deal with childhood trauma. Today, we'll be journeying into the complex and nuanced realm of childhood trauma. For many, childhood is a time of innocence and joy, but for some, it also harbors memories that are less than nurturing. Trauma in early life can cast a long shadow, affecting relationships, self-esteem, and even physical health. While it's a topic that no one chooses, it's important for the path of healing and personal growth. The goal today is not to erase the past, but to engage with it in a way that allows for a healthier, happier future. It is essential to be aware that the topic of childhood trauma is sensitive and could bring up strong emotions. If you are currently experiencing emotional distress, it is crucial to consult with a qualified mental health professional. Please do not listen to this hypnotherapy session while driving, operating machinery, or in any situation that requires your full attention. Remember that you are in control and you can stop this session at any time. Life is an intricate tapestry woven with threads of experiences, some vibrant and others perhaps a shade darker. As we explore today's subject, I invite you to create a safe space in your mind, a sanctuary where you can observe, reflect, and heal. Perhaps you can think of it as a cozy room filled with your favorite things, or a tranquil garden that blooms with flowers of solace and peace. Allow yourself to be comfortably seated in this sanctuary as we talk. And isn't it fascinating how our breath can be a bridge between our conscious and unconscious selves? You may have noticed that when you breathe deeply and steadily, it sends a kind of message to your body, a whisper that says, it's okay to relax now. You can even notice how your body responds, muscles easing, shoulders dropping, and a warm sense of tranquility flowing from your head all the way down to your toes. And as you continue to breathe, you may find your thoughts drifting like leaves on a calm river. They float and swirl around, but you don't need to pick them up. You can simply watch them as they meander downstream. Because right now, you're in your sanctuary, a place where you are not your thoughts or your past, but simply profoundly yourself. Here, in this tranquil state, your mind may find the freedom to open doors that have long been closed, yet always a part of your internal landscape. Feel how easy it is to sink deeper into this comforting, protected state with each breath you take. Imagine, if you will, a vast, peaceful forest that exists deep within your sanctuary. This forest is an extension of your inner world, abundant with age-old trees, their leaves whispering secrets of tranquility and wisdom. You're at the edge of this forest, observing a path that leads inward. Every step you take along this path is a deeper plunge into a state of profound calm. Now the beauty of this forest lies in its layers. The tall canopy of trees, their leaves creating intricate patterns with the sky. Mid-level flora adds to the complexity, with a carpet of flowers and ferns that grace the forest floor. Much like this forest, your consciousness has layers, and the deeper you go, the richer the experience becomes. You might find yourself pausing at a clearing, a spot filled with warm, golden light filtering through the trees. It's a comforting place that invites introspection. And when you're ready, you can allow yourself to sit or even lie down, letting the earth cradle you as you delve deeper into the depths of your own understanding. Each layer of soil beneath you represents deeper levels of your subconscious. And as you sink into it, feel free to leave behind any tension, anxiety, or expectations on the surface, allowing the earth to absorb them and offer you back serenity. You're secure, supported by nature and your own inner strength. Here in your inner sanctuary, embraced by the forest and the clearing that's embraced you, you're perfectly positioned to explore confronting and dealing with childhood trauma. Now the term trauma carries weight, but in this sacred space, it loses some of its heaviness, transforming into a puzzle that your adult self is capable of resolving. It's like encountering an old locked chest in the attic, a chest that once seemed too daunting to open, yet now the key is in your hands. Opening this chest doesn't mean reliving the past. Rather, it's about understanding, isn't it? You're not the same person you were, and with your current wisdom, you can look at these memories with a different lens. One that could filter out the hurt and let in the light of understanding. Your past doesn't define you, but it has shaped you, and recognizing that gives you a unique power. As you ponder these thoughts, it might be useful for your subconscious to bring forth some symbols or images that represent these experiences. These symbols can be anything: a storm cloud, a broken toy, or even a locked door. They're merely representations. Unlike all symbols, their power diminishes when understood. Maybe now is the moment to bring those symbols into your clearing, placing them in the light for a better look. You see, every trauma has layers, much like an onion, and you have the choice to peel these layers back, one by one. It may bring tears, but often behind those layers is a core of misunderstanding or unexpressed emotions. Now just think what would happen if you could send a message back to your younger self. What words of comfort or wisdom would you offer? With each layer you peel, It's as if you're sending these nurturing messages back in time. Reassurances that it's not your fault. Confirmations of your intrinsic worth, and perhaps even a promise of a better tomorrow. Your younger self needed these words, and hearing them now can rewrite the narrative you've carried all these years. It's like applying a healing salve to an old wound, isn't it? What's interesting is that sometimes the people or circumstances that contributed to your trauma were acting out of their limitations or their pains. While this doesn't excuse their actions, understanding this can broaden your perspective, allowing you to find compassion, not just for your younger self, but occasionally even for those who hurt you. Compassion has a strange power. It can turn burning coals into stepping stones. And as these realizations wash over you, it might be a good time to start transforming these symbols. Perhaps the storm cloud can dissipate to reveal the sun, or the broken toy could mend itself. You're in control here. You can reshape these symbols into anything that signifies healing, acceptance, or even empowerment. Place these transformed symbols back into your mental landscape and notice how they fit so much better with who you are now and who you're becoming. You'll find that as these symbols change, they can reintegrate into your psyche, not as sources of pain, but as experiences that enrich your emotional vocabulary. It's like reclaiming a part of your inner territory, a land that's fertile for growth, creativity, and joy. And you can till this soil with new beliefs, with affirmations that uphold your worth and potential. And so as this session nears its end, you can collect these new transformed symbols and insights like precious gems. You might want to place them in a treasure chest within your inner sanctuary. This chest is different, for it doesn't lock. You can revisit it whenever you need to, drawing courage, wisdom, and compassion from its contents. And isn't it wonderful to know that each time you visit this sacred place, you reinforce its healing power? Your inner sanctuary is always here for you, growing richer and more complex, just like you. And as our session today comes to an end, you might feel this awareness of being in a sanctuary start to merge with your wider consciousness. It's like that moment when the morning fog lifts and the landscape reveals itself crisp and renewed. Maybe take a moment to stretch, feeling each muscle awaken as if greeting a new dawn. And now as you breathe in deeply, filling your lungs with revitalizing air, it's as if you're absorbing all the newfound wisdom and revelations, feeling this air circulate, reviving every cell, every fiber of your being. And whenever you're ready, you can allow your eyes to open, And as they do, it might be surprising to find that the world appears somewhat clearer, as if you're seeing it through a new lens, one of understanding, compassion, and liberation. And you know, a garden, when tended well, can flourish in unexpected ways. Your inner sanctuary is your personal garden, and the work you've done today will continue to grow, bloom, and evolve in your subconscious. Each day ahead brings with it opportunities to water these insights, nurturing them into towering trees of wisdom and blooming fields of emotional resilience. Thank you for allowing yourself this opportunity to heal and transform. Your journey is unique, yet universally courageous, and I trust that the wisdom uncovered today will be your guiding star. Until next time, goodbye and good mental health.